Hello class. In this video, I'll show you how to create this 3D text. So first, we'll go to create a new project. Okay, so this is our first layer, and I would like to use the rectangular tool, fill color with a black color to draw a work area. So this will be the background, so I can see the text better. Right, and I'll create a new layer and lock down the first layer, the background. Okay, on the new layer, we'll start with the type tool. So here I'll type H, and it's a little bit too small. And also the color is not obvious because I choose the black color earlier. So by default, it filled with the black color. So here I'll make a light blue color. Here is it. And then I'll go to the type tool. You can go to Windows and type and characters, and it'll pump up here. And then you can make it bigger. So here I'll put 300. Maybe I can do more. 400. Okay, and then I'll make the text range a little bit bigger. And I can also choose the style. So by default, it's a Marrow Pro. So here we can do Arial Black. So you get thicker. Right? As you can see, it's a text. So the logos we draw before is a smart object, but here is a text. So we'll convert the text to smart object. So I'll right click and create outline. Okay, so after you did that, see if I switch to direct selection tool, I can grab those individual points and change it. So now it's a smart object. And then with this H-shape smart object, we'll go to Effect and 3D and Extrude and Bevel. Okay, and here's the default setting how you would like to extrude your object. And here let's check on preview. So here rotate X, Y, Z. So for Z axis, if I instead of put 8, if I do for example 60, and I just deselect it. And then you can see that it rotated based on z-axis by 60 degrees. So I'll just give it back to 8. I'll keep it as default. However, the extrude depth, let's put 200. Okay, so you get thicker, maybe a little bit more, 400. Okay, looks good. And then I'll click on OK. Right, and you can move it where you would like to place it. And as you can see, it still have our original shape at here, and I can't select the 3D shape I generated. So I'll go to Object, Expand Appearance, apply that. So now it will remove the original H shape, and then you'll be able to select, for example, I can select the direct selection tool, and I'm able to grab all of those individual pieces. So now basically you need to transfer the extrude the 3D shape into pieces, these shapes, right? And different shape with different color. All right, so now I can grab this one. So I would like to extract it from this 3D object, so we can select it, hit Command X to cut it, and then Command F to paste it at its original location, right? So now we separate it from the original 3D text. So now if I switch to the normal selection tool, those pieces are still one object, one group, right? And this one is a separate one. So we can select this one, the first one, and we can apply a gradient to it. Go to tool menu here and change from grayscale to RGB, so you'll be able to pick up the colors, right? So here let me get a light blue color for lighting area. And for this area, we'll pick a darker blue color, something like that. So we have this transition, right? And then go back to normal selection tool, select the back area, and apply a gradient as well. But for this gradient, we'll change to darker blue color. This one here, and this one a little bit darker, like that. The backside, we can make it a little bit lighter, something like that. Now I'll create an outline on the letter to distinguish the letter and the background. So I'll select this letter, hit Command C, and then Command F to paste it on the location. And we'll change the fill to none. And then for the stroke, we'll apply a white color stroke. And we can go to the stroke panel and make it thicker. So here, for example, I do 3, right? And then we'll go to Effect and Blur and Gaussian Blur. And you can check on Preview, and you can increase the number to get the best result, right? I like how it looks here. And then you can apply. And as you can see on the front face, it looks good. However, I do not want it to spill to the background and outside. Okay, remember in Photoshop we can create a mask and mask out the area that we don't want. We can do the same thing here. I'll select the original text on the front face. See, this is the one I would like to select. So just to select and drag, make sure you select the right one, and then hit Command C, copy, and then Command F to paste it on the exact location. And then for the color, fill color, I would like to make a white color. So keep in mind, this is a copy of the front face, right? With the remain selected, hit Command X to cut it, all right? And then select the stroke outline. So you just grab it and make sure you select the right one. And then we'll go to transparency, okay? And then you can do make a mask. Okay, so now we create a mask. This is the original layer, and this is the mask. As you know, if the mask is in pure black color, nothing will show up. So we'll just select this mask and hit Command F. So now the white stroke outline, the white color stroke outline appear, and it only appear on the front face, and the outside have been masked out. That's because we just copy the white color face onto its mask. Okay, so now select back to its original layer, and you can see your layer panel. So this is a key step for you to create a 3D text.